Hello everyone, this is Dr. Diptesh Patel and I'll be teaching you jet propulsion and aircraft engineering. This is lecture 6 of principles of jet propulsion, and today we are going to cover two subtopics such as rocket engine and aircraft matching. So let's begin with the rocket engine. First of all, rocket engine is a non-breathing engine if the propulsion unit contains its own oxygen supply for combustion process. The system is known as rocket engine. A rocket engine works on same principle as that of jet engine, except it carry its own oxygens. So it has the same working such as jet engine. Let's say it gases gets expanded through the nozzles and are accelerated to extremely high speed to exert a large reactive thrust on the rocket body. But the only exceptions that we see here is that the rocket engine is non air breathing engine, means it does not take any atmospheric air at all. It doesn't use any oxygen from atmosphere. It carry its own oxygen. Okay. So the fuel and oxidizer which has been contained inside the rocket body. Another difference between the rocket engine and jet engine is that rocket engine does not have compressor and turbine, since it does not require any atmospheric air from the for the combustion. So therefore it doesn't require any compressor to compress the air which is coming out from the which is coming in from the atmospheric air, since it is carrying its own oxidizer. Now both fuel and oxidizers are contained in a propelling body, in a rocket body. Hence, rocket engine does not depend upon atmospheric air for the supply of the oxidant. And therefore, rocket engine can be operated at very high altitude and even in vacuum. Since rocket engine has to fly at very high altitude and there may be a scarcity of the oxygens, so therefore rocket need to carry its own oxygens. It cannot depend on the atmospheric air conditions. The benefit of carrying own oxygen is that the overall performance of the rocket engine would not be depends upon the atmosphere. Now let's understand how does the operations of rocket engine. So first of all, rocket engine consists with the fuel tank and oxidizer tank, combustion chamber, then propellant feeding system and an expanding nozzles. The fuel and oxidizers are commonly known as propellant. In the liquid propellant type rocket engine, fuel tank contains alcohol and oxidizer tank contain liquid oxygen. In the combustion chamber, the fuel and oxidizer burns by electric means, which produce high pressure combustion gases. The combustion gases then passes through the conversion diversion nozzle, in which pressure energy of gases is converted into the kinetic energy. Another different is that here we are going to use the conversion diversion nozzle, since rocket fly at very high speed. It is almost a supersonic speed or even hypersonic speed in certain cases. So therefore rocket engine use conversion diversion type nozzles. These high velocity gases going out of the nozzles produce the thrust, and which ultimately propel the rocket into the forwarding motions. Here the thrust developed in a rocket engine is a sum of thrust produced due to momentum of exhaust gases and thrust produced due to pressure difference between atmospheric air and exhaust gases. Now let's go through the advantages and disadvantages of rocket engine. The first advantage that it is a non-air breathing engine, hence it does not depend on the atmospheric air conditions. So as we have discussed that rocket do carry its own oxygens, and therefore it doesn't need to take any oxygen from atmosphere, and therefore the performance of the rocket engine is not dependent on atmospheric conditions, whether it is a low level of oxygen, whether there is a low pressure, or even the moisture contents in atmospheric air. It doesn't have any relations with the performance, atmospheric condition with the performance of rocket engine. Second advantage, that it is highly efficient at high speed. So since rocket fly at very high speed, it makes the rocket more efficient. Second, it can be operated. Third, it can be operated in vacuum. Since it carries its own oxygen, so therefore rocket can also be operated in vacuum, and that's why for the space application, rocket is mostly popular. And the fourth one, the thrust produced by rocket engine is increased with altitude. Even if you go into the space, you won't have any gravitational force. So therefore, the rocket engine would not face any gravitational force, and rocket should be able to uh, become a more efficient. Rocket should be able to generate a higher thrust with high altitude. It has a few disadvantages too, and the first disadvantage is that it requires a large amount of propellant. Since rocket carry its own air, oxygens, and a fuel, it required a larger storage area to store the propellant. Second one, it is very noisy. Since the combustions take place at very high temperature, it makes the rocket engine noisy. Then third one, it offers extremely thermal stresses of combustion chamber. Even uh, the temperature inside the engine is very high, and that's why the thermal stresses would be higher into the rocket body as well. And the fourth disadvantage, the oxidizer and fuel tanks are within the rocket body, and that makes the rocket very risky. Since fuel tanks and oxidizer tank both contains into the rocket body, and therefore it may be chances that rocket can get explode if they both mix together, if they leak from their tank and mix together, and they might get ignited and it can explode the whole rocket. So these are the few disadvantages of the rocket engine. Now let's move forward with the aircraft matching. To understand this concept, let's take an example. If fuel injection rate in the burner is changed, let's consider that for the jet engine, okay? So if the fuel injection rate in the burner is changed, the turbine inlet pressure and temperature are changed. Thus, the turbine will change its rotational speed. Now, as turbine and compressor are coupled in a single shaft, this change the rotational speed of the compressor as well, and the ingested mass flow rate and pressure ratio developed by the compressor can also be reduced, which influence the burner inlet pressure and the turbine inlet pressure. In other words, the different components interact and influence each other. So the engine change flight conditions, its interaction would also be changed, and the way in which the component interact and how their individual characteristics dictate the engine's steady state operating point are termed as aircraft matching. Furthermore, as the component must be matched to a compressor, an engine must be matched to an aircraft. For example, if an aircraft has a two engine and each engine produces a given value of thrust at a given altitude, the aircraft should cruise at same speed. So therefore, this is a very important criteria that need to be considered, and overall the working of the engine should be synchronized with each other. Now let's go through the merits and demerits of jet propulsion over the other systems. So let's start with the merits. The first advantage of the jet propulsion system over the other engine such as IC engine, the first advantage is that small frontal area as compared to the IC engine. It has a small frontal area. Since we have understood that the power to weight ratio is very high for the jet propulsions, and that's why it can have a ability to generate the higher amount of thrust with small frontal area. Second advantage, low weight. Since it has a small area, the weight, overall weight, is also lower uh, as compared with the thrust it can develop. The third advantage, no unbalanced forces. Since it does not have any reciprocating part, there is a less chances of dynamics issue. Fourth advantage, high speed. Rocket can operate, even the jet engine can operate at very high speed. Then next advantage, high power output. It has an ability to generate the high thrust, and therefore the jet engine can also be employed in various applications where we required a massive power. Then next one is a high efficiency. Then last one is no lubrication or radiators required. So for jet engine, we do not require lubrications or even the cooling system or radiator, such kind of components which are required in IC engine. Now let's go through the demerits of jet propulsion over the other systems. The first disadvantage is that high fuel consumption. Rocket can consume a large amount of fuel, since it can have an ability to generate the higher thrust. So obviously the fuel consumption would be higher as well. Then second one, it is noisy. Rocket is very noisy because of the rocket engine can operate at higher pressure and high temperature, and even these gases are flying, uh, going out from the nozzles at high velocity. It makes the whole engine more noisy. Third demerit is that high cost. The cost of the jet engine is higher as compared to the IC engine. And the fourth disadvantage is that short life. Obviously the extreme thermal conditions makes the life of the jet propulsion system shorter as compared to the other devices. All right, thank you very much. If you have any doubt, you can write down in the comment box. Thank you.